It's getting towards the end of September. We've got the first cool day of the year. The high for today is about 65. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to give the new Wraith 4K a chance and see how that does during the that coyote to turn broadside because of this wind. If I put it on the left side of his chest, I was scared something was going to spook him. He was going to turn around and run away and I wouldn't get a shot. So I thought a windy shot is better than no shot. So I took the shot and it looked like he fell right over. Nice big mature male coyote. I kind of assumed it was a male. It challenged me in the cornfield. I hit a challenge haul back, and then shortly thereafter he came busting out of the cornfield, so the way it acted I assumed it was a male. It's also got that red color that fur buyers normally don't like. They like more of the white coyotes, but either way the ranchers around here are going to be happy. Just saw stand number 2. I was too close to the area I wanted to call. I couldn't do a pre-interview. But the way this was set up is there was cornfields all around me, but I had a small opening cut out in the middle. Because of the wind, there was only one way I could set up. I kind of had a feeling there was some in here, but my big dilemma was there was a big ditch right outside of the cornfield, and I had no way to get inside of that ditch. I don't know if there's water in there, but the coyotes would not cross that. I started the call, and I don't think it was 20 seconds and I had one busting out of the corn. I could have taken the shot, but it was hopping, and I thought I was going to come through that little ditch and come up and give me the perfect opportunity, but that one disappeared. I think that was the female. And then I heard the male challenge me in the cornfield. So I challenged it back. It came out. It actually came in and out of the cornfield a couple of times and finally gave me a shot that I just had to take. I mean, we got about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze. It's a side wind, so it's kind of a risky shot to just shoot at the head and show up her shoulders. But that's what the Night Stalker Pro is for. I was very steady, felt very confident, and the shot rang true. That was a lot of work to get to this coyote. But it was about a 175-yard walk turned into over a mile as I tried to walk around this little ditch / stream to get to where this coyote was, but definitely was a reason why they wouldn't come any further, so I'm glad I took the shot when I did. Male coyote like I thought. It's the alpha coyote in the area. That's 2 stands and 2 coyotes. The Wraith is stacking them up. had almost zero cover here. I have no backdrop. I'm sitting out in the middle of an alfalfa field between a couple of cornfields. It's a beautiful setup, but I just had no cover. That coyote showed up kind of out of nowhere to my right, up on a little bit of a hill. I waited for him to move, and then I adjusted. Said he wouldn't bust my movement, and at that point I'm like, as soon as he stops, I'm going to take him. I yelled a little bit and stopped him, and the rest was history. Should be a pretty easy track job here. He's in this light cover, just a little ways ahead. I started hunting this afternoon at 2:30. This is my third stand. It's about 4:30, and that's 3 coyotes. So, you know, I do love hunting early and late. That's when they're the most active, but you can hunt coyotes in the middle of the day as well. You just got to set up in different ways and call different spots when you're hunting midday. Three stands and 3 coyotes, all 3 males, which is pretty unique. This one's kind of dark or kind of red, but furred up quite well for the 3rd week in September. This has been quite an opening debut for the Site Mark Wraith. So far I'm very pleased, and control's really easy to use, and I'm liking it a lot. Well, you don't see that every day. Calling for coyotes, and that fox was getting out of here because he wanted nothing to do with coyotes, and then that coyote came in and saw that fox, and then it just shows you how much coyotes hate fox. Then the race was on. He tried to run that fox down, and when he finally chased him out of here, then he turned around and came for me, but he was kind of all shook up. I'll just use that term, because he wasn't responding right. He saw something he didn't like, he was bugging out, and I made that shot just as he was going to go over the hill. I had one coyote barking behind me, and I'm at last light. It's still legal shooting light, but I was using my thermal so I could see him better. And while I was listening to the one bark behind me, I looked back around, and all of a sudden there was one standing in front of me, under 100 yards. So I put the thermal down and grabbed the Wraith, and I had enough light in the scope to finish the deal. I don't know if this is going to show up or not. I'm losing light fast, but this was a great afternoon. This was my 5th stand. This is my 5th coyote, and I couldn't be more pleased. It's been a beautiful day. I'm actually in a coat for the last stand, so that's quite a difference. Fall's definitely in the air. Can't wait for the season to really kick into gear.